I'm so happy that you could join me on my first official video. And so because it is my first, I thought that I would make it super practical and pretty quick. Something that I use pretty much every day after I have a higher intensity workout. So it's a quick sequence of stretches that really open up your hips and just kind of make you feel good. So we're gonna start in a child's pose. To do that, just bring your knees to the outer edges of your mat. Your big toes may or may not touch, no big deal either way. Sit your hips back to your heels and then just stretch your arms out in front of you. And just allow this to be a time that you start to deepen your breath. Maybe start to cool down a little bit and just soften your muscles, noticing how your body's feeling. Lengthening those inhales and exhales in and out through your nose. Taking 2 more deep inhales and exhales. On that last exhale, begin to make your way into a tabletop position. So you're bringing your knees underneath your hips, wrists under your shoulders, just shifting your hips left and right for a few cycles here. And then coming to stillness, going into a couple cat-cows just to relax your spine, soften your belly, open up your chest, inhale, breathe. Exhale, round your shoulders, your gaze shifts back behind you. Last time, inhale, drop your belly, open up your chest. Exhale, rounding your shoulders up towards the sky. From here, return to a neutral spine. Spread your fingers wide and then curl your toes under. Lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Pedaling out your legs, shaking your head, and then step your feet to the outside of your mat, coming into a wide straddled down dog. This really is going to allow you to stretch the backs of your legs, drawing your chest to your thigh. Breathe here. And then inhale, come onto the balls of your feet, really lengthening your legs, bend your knees. Lift your hips back up to the sky and then drop your heels. Maybe even lift your toes for a second. And then step your feet back into a downward facing dog on your mat. And then from here, just go ahead and step your right foot forward, coming into a runner's lunge. Drop your knee, really stretching that left hip. Open up your chest. And we're gonna get right into it, just heel-toeing that right foot to the right, coming into a lizard pose. So your hands come to the inside of your right foot. Maybe you stay here, letting your head hang heavy. If you feel pretty loose and warmed up after your workout, maybe you go onto your forearms, letting your head rest on stacked fists or just your hands or your mat. Breathing here for a couple breaths. Slowly making your way back into that low lunge, heel-toeing your foot to the center. And then sending those hips back into a half split. Flexing your foot, your right leg is straight. Let your head hang heavy. Drawing your chin to your chest. And then draw that right hip back into space. Hold this. Slowly inhale, point your toes, open up your chest, keeping your spine long. And then shifting your weight forward. From here, you're gonna inhale into a low lunge, reaching your arms high. Exhale your hands to prayer. From this position, you can maybe just stay here. I'll have 2 options for you.
You really want a deep stretch. You're gonna slowly reach those arms high again to the sky. And then exhale, open up, bring your right hand back behind you, left arm forward. So maybe you just stay here. Maybe if you feel like you want a deeper stretch, you can bend that left knee, drawing your right hand to your left toes. Breathe here, holding this. Slowly release. Planting your hands, step it back. Pedal out your feet, bending your knees. Now the same thing on the other side, so bring that left foot forward, coming into that runner's lunge, drop your knee. And then after you're set, heel toe your foot to the left. Lizard pose, so find that position that's most comfortable for you right now. And allow yourself to just breathe. Relax. Soften your muscles. Inhale, make your way back into that low lunge. Heel toeing your foot to the center. Send your hips back, half split. Draw your left hip back into space. Let your head hang heavy. From here, point your toes. Inhale, open up your chest, lengthening that spine. And then send those hips forward, plant your foot. Inhale, low lunge, reach your arms high. Exhale, hands to prayer. From here, you have the option. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, left arm back behind you. From here, you have the option, stay here, or maybe you slowly bend that right knee, draw your left hand to meet your left toes, your right toes. Breathe here, going as deep as it feels comfortable for you. And then release, planting your hands, stepping it back. And then from this down dog, just shift your gaze forward, walk your feet all the way to the front. Coming into a seated position. So from here, you're gonna bring your feet together. Coming into almost like a butterfly position, but you're gonna bring your feet a little bit further away from your body, creating a diamond shape with your legs. Bring your hands underneath your shins, allowing the palms of your hands to grab the tops of your feet. So scoot back a little bit. From here, inhale to lengthen your spine, and then exhale, just let your head hang heavy. Really just relaxing in this position, softening your lower back. You can stay here as long as you like. For me, it just depends on the day and the workout. I'm gonna go ahead today and move forward to the side stretches. So if you would like to keep going, inhale, lift your gaze, bring that left hand out from underneath your left leg and to your inner left thigh. This is gonna really just stretch the left side body by lightly pressing into your left thigh. Draw your left shoulder back and then draw the crown of your head towards the right. Breathe here. Extending that left side. And then inhale back to the center, going all the way back down so that your head hangs heavy, resetting. Same thing on the other side, releasing that right hand to the inner right thigh. Inhale to lengthen, maybe you close your eyes here. Just stretching that right side body. Drawing your right shoulder back. Slowly releasing back to the center one last time, resetting. Breathe here. And then inhaling to a seated position. Now this is a little bit funky, but it feels really good, I promise. You're gonna bring your left foot to the outside of your right hip. And you're just simply going to cradle your right foot with your left elbow. From here, you're gonna bring your right arm around your right knee. And I just like to stack my hands on top of each other. And this is really a great stretch when you start to flex that right foot and really focus on your posture. So drawing your belly in, stacking your shoulders over your hips, and just rocking side to side like you're rocking a baby, a shin baby. How sweet. Coming to stillness, go ahead and gently release that right leg. Switching positions, so bring that right ankle to the outside of your left hip. Draw that left shin towards your chest. Bring your right elbow around your left foot, left elbow around your left knee, and then stacking your hands. Slowly just position your shoulders over your hips, lengthen your spine. Maybe it just feels comfortable to stay still. Do whatever you did on the first side. So if you rock, start to rock side to side, breathing here. Actively still flexing that left foot. And then coming to stillness, gently releasing your left leg. And from here, you're going to go just all the way down to your back. So making your way onto your back, just hug your knees into your chest, grabbing opposite elbows if that's available, maybe just your wrists, and just slightly rock side to side. Then from here, release your left leg straight down on your mat. Draw your right knee into your right armpit, avoid your rib cage here. And then slowly just draw that right knee across your body to the left. Your right arm goes right. Breathing. Inhale back to the center, hugging both knees in again, just for a breath. And then release your right leg straight down on your mat. Draw your left knee into your left armpit. From here, bring your left knee across your body to the right. Left arm goes left. Maybe your gaze goes left. Just softening your spine. Inhale back to the center. From here, lifting your feet up to the sky, twisting all your ankles in one direction and then the other. And then flexing your feet. Maybe just stay in this waterfall position. It's always good after a workout to go into an inversion. So this is a great position. You could even find a wall, put your legs resting against a wall, just to prevent kind of that lactic acid buildup. Maybe you even go into a shoulder stand or a headstand. For me, I'm gonna go into a shoulder stand right now. So to do that, you just lift your feet up to the sky using your hands on your lower back for support. Just not moving your head or neck, keeping it in line with your spine. Breathe here. Maybe you bring your feet back behind you to wheelbarrow pose, or bend your knees for ear compression pose. Just allowing your body to unwind. You can stay here as long as you'd like. If you're ready and you're in a shoulder stand, you're going to slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come all the way back down to your mat. And then from here, I always like to bring my feet to the edges of my mat, let my knees buckle in. Just for a second. And then you can rock and roll up to a seated position. And there you have it.